Good morning everyone. In this session we are going to discuss with the fourth unit, expansion of the British rule. Yesterday we were dealing with the same unit and yesterday we have seen Anglo-French rivalry, then three Carnatic wars, first Carnatic war, second Carnatic war, third Carnatic war, then expansion of the British power in India, and after that Battle of Plassey we have completed. And also about Anglo-French rivalry, we have seen three wars were fought between French and the British for control over the coastal strait, and also this is known as the Carnatic Wars. And also after that we are saying the first Carnatic War, second Carnatic War, third Carnatic War. And also first Carnatic War, that is held in 1744 to 1748, and also the war led by French governor Dupleix, and also they captured Madras. And after that we are saying in the second Carnatic War, I think the second Carnatic War held in 1748 to 1754, and also it fought over the issue of successors to the throne of Hyderabad and Carnatic. And after that we are saying third Carnatic War, it is known as the 7 years of war. The 7 years of war, it held in 1756 to 1763. Okay, up to there we have completed. Then expansion of the British power in India. There we are seeing just like Siraj-ud-Dowlah was suspicious of English activities from the beginning itself because of the non-payment of customs duties in Bengal. And after that we are seeing just like defying his, just like challenging the orders of Siraj-ud-Dowlah. Britishers, they fortified, they fixed their settlement in Calcutta in 1756, and after that because of this Siraj-ud-Dowlah objected Britishers, and he ordered military action against the British, and thus they were caught up already. Then Battle of Plassey, we are seeing British forces led by Robert Clive, and also next one who is that Mr. Jafar. The opposite team is Mr. Jafar. Who is Mr. Jafar? Jafar, commander-in-chief of Nawab Siraj-ud-Dowlah. And last what happened? He did something. Now Mr. Jafar, he betrayed Siraj-ud-Dowlah. That's what happened. Because of this, Siraj-ud-Dowlah lost the battle and was killed. So up to there we have seen. Then what happened next? And at last, he just like he became the Nawab of Bengal, and also at last he understood he is just like a puppet. Just like because they are controlling everything, he is just like a puppet. And also at last he resisted. After that they changed. Because of resisting, the Britishers changed Jafar, and they replaced him with Mr. Qasim. To their completed. And come to the next one, Battle of Buxar in 1764. Mr. Qasim was initially very generous and friendly with the British, but after a few years he refused to accept their control. In the beginning, in the initial stage, Mr. Qasim was supporting, and just like he is very generous, kind and friendly with the British, and so he is supporting the Britishers. But after that he understood they are doing everything for their personal interest, and also they are considering Qasim as a puppet. That's only he refused. Last he refused. He resisted their British authority. He refused to accept their control. The hostility between the British and Mr. Qasim increased, and the British declared a war. The hostility means just like the opposition between, already he started resisting now. So there is a hostility between British and Qasim. So because of that, the British declared a war. And that's what happened. Mr. Qasim lost the war, and also after that what happened? He fled to Awadh. Awadh, that's the place. Awadh, soliciting support from Shuja-ud-Dowlah. Soliciting means asking or requesting a support. You just help me, just like a supporting. Supporting from Shuja-ud-Dowlah, the Nawab of Awadh. Already reached there. Awadh. Then Shah Alam II, then Mughal Empire. Already he reached with them. Which are they? Who are they? First one Shuja-ud-Dowlah, then Nawab of Awadh, then Shah Alam II, then the Mughal Empire. He also, Qasim also joined with them. Then what happened? The combined forces means these three forces. Awadh, Nawab of Awadh, Shuja-ud-Dowlah, then Shah Alam II, then Mughal Empire. These three combined forces fought with the British army in Buxar. And also why it is known as the Battle of Buxar? Because the battle it taken place in the Buxar. That's why it is known as Battle of Buxar. It taken place, it held in Buxar. That's it. But we were defeated, and also in that war, the Britishers defeated these three. Defeated the Mughal, this Nawab of Awadh, Shuja-ud-Dowlah, what happened? As a result, what happened? They had to pay a heavy price, including major concession in terms of revenue collection rights, and also as a result, they have to give their revenue collection rights, or we can say Diwani of Bengal. Diwani of Bengal means tax collection. Okay, so as a result, these three forces, now combined forces, they have to give the Diwani rights to Britishers. Okay, as a result. Okay, the Battle of Buxar was singularly important event in the Indian history. Okay, that's about. Then come to the dual government. Then after the effect of what happened, dual government. Okay, after 1765, Bengal, Bihar, and Orissa paid their revenues to English East India Company. Okay, after 1765, Bengal, Bihar, and Orissa paid their revenues to the English East India Company according to the Diwani rights. Already you have seen how they get the Diwani rights. It is due to the war. Okay, war between the combined three forces. Okay, between English. Okay, so at last they defeated. Okay, the English defeated the combined forces. At last they got the, as a result, they got the Diwani of Bengal. Okay, that's it. So granted to them by the Mughal king Shah Alam. Okay, already you have seen now. So come to the next one. The English East India Company was faced with the problem of how and from whom to collect the taxes. The next problem that arises in front of the English East India Company is that how and from whom to collect the taxes. That was the question arising in front of them. How and from whom to collect. Okay, then what happened? They carried on the administration with the help of Nawab officials. So because of this, they carried, okay, they arranged, they means the British arranged, okay, they carried on the administration with the help of Nawab officials. Okay, already they made the arrangements. Okay, this was called dual government. Just underline dual government. What is dual government? They carried on the administration with the help of Nawab officials. This was known as the problem, because first, before you have to write, you just start from here. What is dual government means? The English East India Company was faced with the problem of how and to whom to collect the taxes. They carried on the administration with the help of Nawab officials. This was called dual government. That is up to there. You write. Okay, underline. Okay, under this system. Okay, already you have studied dual government system. Under this system, the administration of the kingdom was in the hands of Nawab. And administration is under control of Nawab, or we can say was in the hands of Nawab. Then, but the control of the revenue was in the hands of the company. So, just the what we can say is like the kingdom was in the hands of Nawab. The administration, okay, administration or kingdom we can say, but just like a revenue, it's like a revenue system, not tax. It is in the hands of Britishes. Okay, that you can see just like a puppet, because they are also in the form of puppet, because they are standing like a Nawabs, and also everything is done by Britishes, same like what you have seen the previous. Okay, so but the control of the revenue was in the hands of company. This meant that there were two rulers at the same time. That's why it is known as dual government. Okay, two rulers, because one is controlling the administration, and one is controlling the tax system. Okay, collecting the tax. That's why it is known as dual government. Okay, that also we can write. Okay, the English East India Company benefited from this, and also because of this collection, they benefited a lot. Okay, we know that how they benefited. Okay. So the English East India Company benefited from this. On the other hand, we can say they did not have to take responsibility for organizing welfare measures for people, because that would fall under the purview of Nawab administration. And on the other hand, the English East India Company controlled the revenue collected from the kingdom. And also in the one hand, we can say that they are not at all taking the British, they are not at all taking any responsibility for organizing the welfare measures for the people. They are concentrating only how to collect the tax, and also they are concentrating only the tax. Okay, tax collection. Okay, and also already they got the Diwani rights now, and also this is divided into all years, just like what is that, the kingdom. Okay, the administration of the kingdom was in the hands of Nawab, and also just like the control of the revenue was in the hands of Britishes, and also because of that they are concentrating only the tax, and also not at all considering, and also they are not responsible, the Britishes, they are not responsible for organizing the welfare measures for the people. Okay, on the other hand, what is that? On the other hand, the English East India Company controlled the revenues collected from the kingdom, and also they are collected from the kingdom. Okay, or the revenue system is like collecting the tax from the kingdom. Okay, So because of this, the Nawab had no control over the finance of his empire, because he is standing like a Nawab, and also there is no control, and standing like a puppet, okay, just sitting like a puppet. There is no control because everything is done by Britishers. And also, as the English were not ready to share the revenue with the Nawab, and also they are not at all sharing the revenues with the Nawab. That's only, just like the Nawab had no control of the finance of his empire. Because of that, the year 1717 witnessed the most severe famine. Famine means poverty. In the picture we can see famine means poverty of the country, and also because of that, millions of people perished, spoiled their life. But no responsibility was taken by the British East India Company, English East India Company. Okay, already many died. Okay, many perished. Okay, many perished, but they didn't take any responsibility. Okay, who? The British East India Company. Okay, this kind of mismanagement, just like irregular mismanagement means irregular activities, did not go unnoticed in England. They unnoticed in England too. Okay, then what happened? Since the English East India Company was the only company, okay, since East India Company is the only company that was granted permission by the Queen Elizabeth. Already in the before we have seen in the page number 15, we have seen English East India Company just like a granted them with the right to carry out trade with the East. Okay, so since the East India Company was not only company was the only company that was granted permission by the Queen to trade in India, there were enough people in the British Parliament jealous of the riches that the company officials made through illegal private trade. And so why they become jealous of the Britishers? Because everything is because the Britishers, they are doing everything for the, they are doing everything, all the activities for their personal trade and personal interest. And also through illegal activities, through illegal trade, they attained a lot of, and also just like what is that, just like they are destroying everything. Okay, that's it. Okay, British Parliament jealous of the rich. Rich means money. Okay, money that the company officials made through illegal private trade. Okay, they pointed out the Ramter. They means those who are in the British Parliament, those who feel jealous of the Britishers, okay, that's it. They pointed out the Ramter. Ramter means just like a flourishing or increasing corruption, and also they are in the form of, yes, they are doing all kind of corruption. The Britishers are doing all kind of corruptions inside the company, and wanted severe action to be taken. Okay, severe action to be taken, and that's what happened. Since the English East India Company was moving toward bankruptcy, okay, bankruptcy means they are in a poverty and also no money, because just like they turned into the personal trade, and also already the best yesterday was in the previous already was because of their personal interest, and also they are destroying everything that makes them bankruptcy. Okay, that's it. They pointed out what is that English okay, since the English East India Company was moving towards bankruptcy, at last they have to, what is that, it had no other way out but to depend on the British government for loans to survey. At last they just, what is that, they depend to the British government, just like the British crown, British government for the loans to survey. Everything they lost is because of their personal trade. Okay, that's only, all others become jealous of them. Okay, that's because why they wanted to do their personal trade, because they wanted to improve their things. Okay, improve their, and also they want to achieve a lot. That's it. Okay, so come to the next one, other battles. Okay, the other battles which enabled the English East India Company to establish solid foothold in India were Anglo-Maratha Wars, Anglo-Mysore War, and wars and Anglo-Sikh Wars. Look at them in detail. Okay, so these were the wars which enabled the English East India Company to establish a solid foothold in India. Okay, which were the war? First one, Anglo-Maratha War, that we are going to see. Then Anglo-Mysore War, then wars and Anglo-Sikh Wars. Okay, after the defeat at Panipat in 1761, the Marathas found it difficult to recover their past glory. So after the defeat of Panipat in 1761, it is difficult to recover their past glory. Then what happened? By 1772, the Marathas were divided into 5 different groups. First, they are known as, first one, Peshwas are there. Then and also, whereas 4 other groups or families controlled different regions. They are known as, they were the Guaquad, and also Bonsle, Sinchia, and Golkar. Okay, these were the 5: Peshwa, Guaquad, Bonsle, Sinchia, and Golkar. Okay, The three Anglo-Maratha wars were fought between 1775 to 1818. Okay, and through each war, British kept gaining a bigger foothold. Okay, that's only in the first we have already seen, no? Just like how they enabled the British East India Company to establish a solid foothold in India. So this was the first. Okay, through these three wars, British kept gaining a bigger foothold in Maratha territory, ultimately making the Peshwa a mere pensioner of British. That means just like everything is because the administration is controlled by the British. That's the and also Peshwa is the head of Maratha. Okay, and also it is standing like a puppet. Okay, because everything is controlled by the British. Let's come to the second one, Anglo-Mysore Wars. Already you have seen Anglo-Maratha Wars, and also these wars that enabled the English East India Company to establish a solid foothold in India. Okay, so come to the next one, Anglo-Mysore Wars. Mysore was a rising power in the south under Hyder Ali, who was a shrewd diplomat and a brilliant administrator. Shrewd means just like a sharp, okay, sharp diplomat and a brilliant administrator. Who? That is Hyder Ali. Okay, Hyder Ali's growing power created jealousy among other aspiration Deccans. Okay, who are the Deccan powers like in Nizams and Marathas? They will become just like a jealousy to the Hyder Ali because by seeing the powerful administration, because he is a brilliant administrator. Who? That is Hyder Ali. Okay, and in you just underline 1769 he had defeated the British in the first Anglo-Mysore War. Underline. Through successive wars and provocation, the English and Mysore became strong rivals, strong enemies. Through continuous, successive means continuous and provocation, just like a provoking, the English and Mysore became strong rivals, strong enemies. Okay. So as the British attacked the port of Mahi in Mysore, which was under French control, Hyder Ali fought the second Anglo-Mysore War, which lasted from 1718, underline 1780 to 1784, but he died in 1782. Then after that, who took the in charge? Hyder Ali was succeeded by his son. Who is that? That is Tipu Sultan. That is the son of Hyder Ali. Okay. So after the death of Hyder Ali, I think he took the control. He took the in charge. Okay. Tipu Sultan. Then come about the Tipu Sultan. Let us see about Tipu Sultan. Okay. Tipu Sultan, who continued the war until 1799. Okay. Tipu was the only king. That was his quality. Okay. Tipu's quality. Tipu was the only king who not only asked for French help, and also he didn't ask any help to French, and also you can see that was his quality. He was the only king who not only asked for French help, okay, but was only trying to bring about changes by keeping himself abreast. Abreast means side by side. Okay, if they want any change, if they want any help, he will do the help side by side. Okay, with the happenings in France during the French Revolution and its consequences. Okay, he is helping in a side by side service. So Tipu Sultan introduced many reforms, and also he is the person who introduced many reforms. So let us see them. Okay, he was well read. Okay, first one, that was his quality. Okay, he was well read, and his personal library had a fine collections of books on various subjects. Okay, then some historians even say he was the first. You just underline, he was the first emperor to bring the industrial revolution. Okay, he was the first emperor who to bring the industrial revolution. Okay, in India. You just underline. Tipu was aware of the rising power of the British, and so he was aware about the rising power of the British. So what he have done? He trained his army. So he trained his army. That was because he was aware of the rising power of the British. So he trained his army in Western style of combat, just like in guerrilla fires. Okay, guerrilla fires, and tried to form a navy on similar lines. Okay, because already he get the knowledge. Okay, because just like a army, just like a what is that? He is aware of the rising power of the British. That's why he trained everything. He trained his army, and also the western side of the army is in western side of combat, and also he formed a navy on similar lines. Okay, same thing. Okay, then he modernized industries, and also that was his reforms. Okay, he modernized industries and established workshops to produce modern weapons. That was his reforms. Okay, he modernized the industries and established workshops to produce modern weapons. Okay, then what? He won over his people through various reforms in the agriculture sector. He gave more importance to agriculture sector too. That's why he won over his people through various reforms in the agriculture sector too. He succeeded. Okay, that's it. Then when Lord Cornwallis captured all the hill forts that obstructed his advance towards Srirangapatna, Tipu felt desperate and opened negotiation with the British. That means when Lord Cornwallis captured all the hilltops that obstructed, that was the block, his advance towards Srirangapatna. So Tipu felt desperate. Desperate means it's like a hopeless, and he opened, Tipu Sultan opened a negotiation. It's like a treaty. Okay, what was the treaty? What was the treaty with the British? What was the treaty with the British? The Treaty of Srirangapatna took place in March 1792. It is because of Lord Cornwallis captured all the hill forts that obstructed. Obstruction means block his advance towards Srirangapatna. That's why he made the treaty. Okay. So the Treaty of Srirangapatna took place in March 1792. Okay. Tipu Sultan had a surrender. Okay, because of this treaty, according to this treaty, Tipu Sultan had to surrender a large part of the territory due to the British. Okay, due to this treaty. Okay, Treaty of Srirangapatna, he has to give. Okay, he has to surrender a large part of his territory to the British. Then what happened? Along with the huge war indemnity, compensation, because he has to give the compensation because already they made the treaty, Treaty of Srirangapatna. So Tipu was killed in the Battle of Srirangapatna during the Fourth Anglo-Mysore War in 1799. Okay. So I think this I think up to there is no doubt. Okay, with this I am going to wind up this session. So thank you.